Welcome to Movie Trivia Under the Lights. Uno, dos, tres, wow! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Movie Trivia Frenzy. I'm joined here with my co-host for today, Mr. Dave, and I am here to bring you our Movie Trivia Frenzy, which is a #1 contenders match, which is Gil, the Dark Knight, versus Merc with the movies. Now, Dave, Merc, he's one of the top rookies this year, and most importantly, he's one of your closest friends, I would say. So you probably know him the best out of anyone in the league.
Yeah, I knew. I'm glad he's a part of the league because I knew that the performances he's given, it's expected. He's one of the best trivia players in the league already, rookie. So it's good. I'm glad to be here as your co-host today, just to see that up close and personal.
Yeah, and then if you take a look at Merc's stats, actually, you'll see that he has not played many games. He does not have a singles record, actually. So this is his real chance for him to get a title shot. And he's really good in the first round. He has not had any actor or steal conversions rate because, if I am correct, he really has done duos matches and the trivia battle royale. So he has not had a singles match yet to flex his strength. So what do you think he would maybe need to work on with this match?
The fact that there is no steal conversion rate, I think that's something that he needs, especially with the #1 contenders match, playing a competitor like Gil. He has to take advantage of Gil's mistakes. Right now, playing with duos, and this is his first real test as a singles competitor. I think it's very important for him to convert on steals if given the opportunity.
And then if you want to talk about Gil, looking at his stats, he is really consistent in the opening. The one thing I think with Gil that really determines how he'll do is his picture round, because he does really well in the wheel round, as you can see, especially when it comes to stealing. But that director round can be kind of an unpredictable area for him. So the extent at which he's out front in the early rounds can really determine where he is near the end.
I agree. And the 22% on the actor round, like you mentioned, is something he has to work on. I mean, I know from personal experience, I mean, that's the round that gives me the most difficulty. So I definitely feel his pain. But in order to get to the title match, he has to convert on the actor round.
Yes. And again, the winner of this match will go on to face either Kurt or Hunter for a shot at the championship belt. All right. So how do you say we bring out the competitors?
Let's do it.
Entering the arena, representing the kitchen, the Dark Knight. How are you doing today, my friend?
I am beyond excited, gentlemen. So good to see both of you on this glorious day where the Dark Knight will finally claim his spot at the top. Merc is great, but he belongs at the back of the line for this championship. I've been here for a while. This is my time.
I can definitely say you've been working at it for a while,
sir.
and I really hope you get that shot, but you've got to get through somebody else before you can.
Thank you.
Representing the Cinephiles in Paradise, Merc with the movies. How are you today?
I'm good, but I knew that Homer was going to use that picture as soon as he said he had something funny with the cards. Freaking Pilgrim card shit.
Live the gimmick,
No, but
live the gimmick.
Yeah, I'm excited to face Gil. I've watched his matches. I was rooting for you in the other match because I was still a little salty about Jacob and Gall beating my team in the finals.
We took care of that saltiness for you, though, right, Merc?
Oh yeah, no, I was very happy.
They're behind us. It's fine. We beat them.
All right, and let's move on now to our first round. Round 1 rules are the same as usual. You'll have 8 questions in the first round, 15 seconds for each question. Competitors must write down the answers legibly and completely. You'll get 1 point for each correct answer. As usual, you guys have 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use throughout the course of the match. And if somebody goes perfect in the first round, they will get the honorary Helmer bonus question for a potential 9th point. Any questions from either Gil or Merc?
Let's get this show going.
Oh, let's get ready to clash. Dave, you can get us started with the first question.
Let's do it. What actor can be found in both MCU films Iron Man 3 and Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings?
My forte, of course, comic
Yeah,
book
I
movies.
know this is. I know when these questions are written, any comic book question is related to you.
Oh, yeah, I wrote them.
My headphones
All
fell.
right,
I'm
4
grabbing that. I'm
seconds.
not.
3, 2, 1.
All right,
All
we'll
right,
start with Merc.
Sir Ben Kingsley.
You scoot your answer over a little bit.
There you go.
Okay. And Gil.
Ben Kingsley.
And they both get that first question. The correct answer is Mr. Ben Kingsley.
Sir
Sir
Ben
I
Kingsley.
caught myself, yeah. All right. 1-1 is the score. Moving on to the second question. In the sports drama Jerry Maguire, who plays the role of wide receiver Rod Tidwell, Jerry's only client?
Now, I may surprise you, Jack. I do not love this movie.
It's a little upsetting. I'm not over the moon about it, but it's got some of my favorite lines.
For sure. Looks like the guys are ready.
All righty. Well, let's go ahead and start with Gil.
I put Academy Award winner Cuba Gooding Jr.
And Merc.
Show me the money.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
yes.
is the correct answer. We are tied again at 2-2. Very good job, both of you so far. Dave with the third question.
The 1999 action film The Boondock Saints takes place primarily in what East Coast U.S. city?
Now, this movie I am not over the moon on as well.
No, I've had to argue with you and Helmer about this one. This is one that I am quite big on. And we have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
Merc.
Boston.
And Gil.
Boston.
We are tied again.
Right again.
3-3.
Great start, gentlemen.
Your fourth question. Who directed the 80s comedies Spies Like Us, Trading Places, and Coming to America?
I am 0 for 3 on these, Jack.
I am 1 for 3.
Well, you know, Coming to America is my all-time favorite comedy. So
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
I've laughed 0 times every time I watch that movie. Unfortunately, 3, 2, 1. All right.
Gil
I didn't know it. I put Eddie Murphy.
well, he's in the
and Merc.
Is Mr. John Landis.
John Landis is correct. Merc moves out up front with the score of 3-4. All right, your fifth question.
All right. In 1967's Cool Hand Luke was nominated for 4 Oscars, but only 1 in what category?
You need the category just or
The category.
You'll be disappointed, Jack. I have never seen this movie.
It's good.
Really good.
Probably
good one.
my favorite
Yeah.
Paul Newman.
One of my favorite prison movies.
3 seconds. 2, 1.
All right.
Pens down.
Gil
Not very confident, but I put supporting actor.
and Merc.
Good guess, Gil, because you are correct. Supporting actor.
Best supporting actor is the correct answer. Merc's still in the lead, but Gil hangs on. Your sixth question.
Cool.
In what fantasy film will you find a hero named Bard slaying a dragon with a weapon known as the Black Arrow?
Gil looks confident on this one.
Looking to tie it up again.
I'm just gonna take a guess here, but I was probably wrong.
All right, we have 3 seconds. 2.
Repeat the question.
1.
Repeat the question.
Got it.
Great. All right, 3, 2, 1. Gil looks like he's ready as well.
All right.
All right.
Merc
I said Aragon. I took a guess.
and Gil.
Almost had the wrong one, but I put The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies.
And that was
That
a
is-
beautiful repeat. That is
Well
correct.
done. Well done, Bill.
Very good.
I put Desolation of Smaug first, and then all right.
Should have
No.
stayed with it.
No perfect round available for either competitor, but we do have 2 more questions left.
Name 2 of the 4 actors who have played the role of Jack Ryan on film. Big fan of the movies, Jack.
I have only seen Hunt for Red October is one of them, right?
Yes.
I've only seen that. I was not a fan. That movie's too dark.
The show's
It's in
really
a
good.
submarine, but
That's actually my favorite one.
oh really? I
Yeah.
haven't seen it in a while. I just don't
3,
remember loving it.
2, 1. Pencils down, gentlemen.
All right, Gil
I put Harrison Ford and Ben Affleck.
and Merc.
This is funny. There's 4 of them, and we literally went with the same ones.
Harrison Ford and Ben Affleck, and they are correct.
Who were the other 2?
We also would have
Um,
accepted Chris
Chris
Pine,
Pine and
and Alec
Alec
Baldwin.
Right. Okay. Cool.
We are still tied with 1 question left in round 1. In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, how many golden tickets did Willy Wonka send out to the world to be found?
Now, this is a movie we can agree on, right, Jack?
Yes. Gene Wilder should have been up for Best Actor.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And it looks like we're both done. Okay.
Oh, that was quick. All right.
All right. We will go with Merc.
It's a classic.
Yeah, and it's a number, so Merc
5.
and Gil.
Fun fact, this is also the amount of stars that I have given this movie. 5.
Hey.
A respectable score indeed. 5 is the correct answer. We are tied 7-7 at the end of round 1.
And the
Very good showing,
I was about
gentlemen.
to say, great first round on both gentlemen's ends with the high scores of 7-7.
Alrighty, moving on now to round 2. You'll each identify the name of an actor from a picture provided. You'll have 3 pictures, and each question is worth the number of points it is in the sequence from 1 to 3 for yourself. So as we are currently tied, the player with the better singles record will be the one to play, which seems to be the Dark Knight himself. So would you like to go first or defer to your opponent?
I'm going to go first.
Okay. Alrighty. The Dark Knight with his 1-point picture.
That would be Russell Brand. Final
He's
answer.
quick, and he's quick with it for the 1 point. Very good job bouncing it now over to Merc with his 1-point picture.
Christina Ricci. Final answer.
He is also quick with it for another point. We are tied
quick.
yet again.
I didn't even get a chance to press start on my stopwatch.
Alrighty. Going back now to Gil with his 2-point picture.
Yeah, this one's a tough one.
Mm.
I wish I
4
would have gotten her.
seconds. 3.
I'm going to go Burt Lancaster. Final answer.
A respectable guess. The correct answer, however, is Peter Sellers,
Shit.
the Pink Panther himself.
Sorry.
Moving on now to Merc with 2-point picture and a chance to take the
I
lead.
knew that.
Rita Moreno.
Oh,
Final answer.
no.
He's quick with it yet again. That is 2 points for Merc, making the score now 10-2.
Oh, man.
Bill has a
Nope.
chance to take the lead yet again with his 3-point picture.
Oh, man.
Why couldn't I get this?
Do you want it? And then I'll just take the next one.
I mean, can we do that?
No, unfortunately not.
All right. 3, 2.
I have no
All right.
clue.
The correct answer is Bruce McGill. Bruce McGill is the
One of the
correct answer.
rewatchables, most iconic Dion Waiters for
I would-
Collateral.
I would have taken guy that I've seen in 900,000 movies.
No, I know because I'm a big Animal House fan.
All right, and Merc now has a chance to extend his lead with his 3-point picture.
Shit. I think it's Alicia Kerg. I'm probably wrong, but I know she's like from Dune and a few things. Alicia Kerg, I guess, something like that.
That is
Incorrect. It's
incorrect.
the spelling is off.
No,
It
it's
is,
all right.
it is Alice Krieg.
Yeah.
I think it was
You're
something like that
in the
because
ball.
I know she's in Dune.
It was a
If I couldn't give you head and Lauder,
I was about to say, I was like, this is a Helen Lauder all over again.
Alrighty, and the score remains 8-10 as we move on now to everybody's favorite wheel
yes. I
round.
should have
As you guys
gotten-
know, round 3, you'll each have 4 questions, which are worth 2 points. The questions will all relate to one specific category that you'll be assigned via the Wheel of Truth. If a competitor doesn't like the category they spin onto, you can choose to spin again. In this case, you must stick to that second category that's spun. A competitor and team can choose to go multiple choice. If you do this, the correct answer will only be worth 1 point. If a competitor or team guesses a question incorrectly, the opponent has a chance to steal for that many points. When stealing, you cannot go to multiple choice unless the players have already done so. And if they land on a wild card slice, they can choose to spin again, but they can choose to spin again on the first spin, but must stick with the wild card on the second. Christmas movies, release dates, Oscars, sci-fi fantasy, rom-coms, classics, Charlize Theron, Tom Hanks, Indiana Jones, festival darlings, and wrestlers in film. Now, Merc, you are currently in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer
Yeah,
to
I'll
the Dark Knight?
I'll spin first.
Okay. Here is Merc with his first spin of the wheel. And we land on Charlize
Whoa.
Theron. You are able to stick with this if you would like, or spin again.
Spin again.
And he's going to spin again. Alrighty. You must stick with whatever the wheel lands on now.
That wild card is so scary being there.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's wild card number 2. Wild card
stuck with
number
Charlotte.
2 happens to be related to opponent's choice. Gil now has the power. Gil, you can select which category Merc will be answering questions from.
I'm torn between two. But something tells me that you are a big Charlize Theron fan, Mr. Merc.
So you're picking Charlize Theron?
I am.
Alrighty, Merc will be answering questions from the realm of Charlize Theron. Now we will spin the wheel to see what the Dark Knight will be answering. And he hits release dates. Not a bad category by any means. Dark Knight, how are you feeling?
There's some better stuff, but there's some worse stuff.
Remember, it's multiple choice.
I'm gonna. This is tough. This is tough, man. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it.
All right, and he will stick with release dates as we move on to Merc with his first question in the realm of Charlize Theron. Dave, you can read these questions.
What rapper plays the hairiest member of the
You don't need to
Addams
finish,
family?
Dave. I already know Snoop Dogg.
Merc breaking the quick draw rule. The correct answer is Snoop Dogg.
I'll miss the quick draw.
Nah, I'm the original Mr. Quick Draw, buddy.
Hey, well, we're real talk family members. We're pretty much I could do it for you.
Moving on to his second question.
In what 90s drama will you find Al Pacino featured alongside Charlize Theron?
The Devil's Advocate.
And that is another 2 points for Merc. Very good
You did
job.
wrong, Gil. I just wanted to go for something else. I'm really good at Charlize.
Alrighty. His third question in the realm of Charlize.
All right. The 2000 film Men of Honor tells the story of Carl Brashear, a man who lost his leg while serving in what branch of the U.S. military?
Go to multiple. I haven't seen it in a while. Just one of this.
Multiple choice?
Mhm.
Okay. Is it A, Coast Guard, B, the Navy, C, Marines, or D, the Army?
I'm gonna go with
7 seconds left.
8 Coast Guards.
The Coast Guard is incorrect. Gil now with the chance to steal for a potential 1 point.
I'm gonna go with the Marines.
The Marines is also incorrect. We were looking for the Navy. The Navy.
Okay.
No points there, but Merc has 1 question left in the realm of Charlize Theron.
In the Cider House Rules, what kind of fruit does Tobey Maguire's character harvest and turn into cider while living in the titular cider house?
Never seen this movie. Just multiple choice.
That's a deep.
Choices
Deep
are-
cut.
Is it A, blackberries, B, peaches, C, pears, or D, apples?
D.
You said D?
hmm
And D is correct for 1 point. Merc now with 15, 7 points ahead of Gil as we now move to his category. Alrighty. Gil, your first question in the realm of release dates.
Yeah.
What year saw releases of films from the following franchises? James Bond, Star Wars, and Jason Bourne.
Interesting.
I'm gonna go.
And
Go
you're
for it. 2002.
And 2002 is the correct answer. 2
Right at the
points for
buzzer.
Gil. Very good job. Your second question. 1987 saw the release of which entry into the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise?
Multiple choice. No
Multiple
idea.
Choice. Alrighty. Is it A, Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, B, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, C, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, or D, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors?
We'll go with D.
Dream Warriors is his answer, and that is a good pull. That is
good
correct.
pull.
For 1
Correct.
point.
Gil has to listen to some more Chop Talk. He would not have
That's
needed
why
multiple choice on
I
that.
love that movie. I love that movie. I'm like, fuck.
Your third question in the realm of release dates. 3 Disney animated movies were released in 2000. Dinosaur, Fantasia 2000, and what other film?
Oh.
Five.
I'm gonna multiple it.
Multiple choice, okay. Is it A, Atlantis, The Lost Empire, B, Return to Neverland,
Shoot.
C, The Emperor's New
JC, your
Groove,
hands.
or D, Lilo and Stitch?
Shoot. I'm torn between a couple. I'm gonna do Atlantis.
And Atlantis is incorrect. Merc with
It
the
is the
potential
Emperor's
steal.
New Groove.
And the Emperor's New Groove is correct,
best one
giving
out of
Merc
those
an
3.
addition. I do agree with that. Merc giving Merc an additional point, making the score 11-16. Gil is not out of it yet. He does have 1 question left in release dates. What year saw Steven Soderbergh direct 2 films in the same year, both of which went on to earn him a Best Director Oscar nomination?
You want
The year.
2000. Final answer.
Damn.
2000 is correct,
Great
making
pull.
the score 13-15, if I'm correct. 13-16. 13-16.
Yeah, 16.
All right, and that brings round 3 to a close. We still have a close game here as we now move to our final round, the director round. The Clint Eastwood round. As usual, you will give 3 numbers, all of which will correlate to 3 different directors. You'll receive a 2, a 3, and a 5-point question with the numbers that they choose correlating to those directors. Whoever has the most points at the end of this round will be declared the winner. And if there is a tie at the end of this round, we will go into overtime. And if I am correct, Gil has 2 repeats left on the table.
Yes, he
Merc
does.
still has all 3.
Hell of a match so far, Jack.
Yes, I agree. The Dark Knight, you are currently in last, so you will be answering your questions first. 1 in 15, yes.
Okay. We will do 3, 7, and 12.
3, 7, and 12 for Gil. Merc, your numbers.
1, 6, 10.
1, 6, and 10. All right, so with a 3-point deficit, Gil will be forced to answer his 2 and 3-point questions from number 3, which correlates to the director of Spike Lee. And his 2-point question from the filmography of Spike Lee. What MCU actor stars as Joe, an advertising executive who gets everything taken away from him in 2013's
Wow.
Old Boy?
Josh
5 sec-
Brolin. Final.
Josh Brolin is the correct answer. The Dark Knight now within 1 point of Merc.
Cool.
Now has to answer his 3-point director.
Yeah.
He picked number 7, which correlates to David's favorite, David Lynch.
I'll take this one, Jack.
Alrighty, your 3-point question.
What year saw the release of Mulholland Drive?
It's a great movie.
It- Absolutely.
2001. Final answer.
And 2001 is correct. Gil now back in it, ahead of Merc by 2, bouncing the ball over to Merc for his 2-point question. He picked number 1, who happens to be Tim Burton. Your 2-point Tim Burton question is: Ray Park and Christopher Walken share a role in what Tim Burton film?
Sleepy Hollow. Final answer.
Sleepy Hollow is correct. Merc tying it up once again.
Okay.
We've been tied quite a lot this
Yep.
match. And
Back
I
and
wouldn't be
forth.
Surprised if it's the last. Merc now has to answer his 3-point question to try to extend his lead, or to try to regain his lead. He chose director number 6, who correlates to Ron Howard.
Okay.
Your 3-point Ron Howard question. What Ron Howard film tells the true story of the sinking of the whaling ship Essex in 1820?
In the Heart of the Sea. Final answer.
In the Heart of the Sea is correct. Merc now with 21, Gil with 18. It all comes down to these next 2 questions. Gil needs to answer this question in order to force Merc to answer his and stay alive. Gil selected number 12 for his 5-point director. That correlates to Mr. David Fincher.
Okay.
His 5-point question to regain the lead. What former child actress played the youngest version of Cate Blanchett's character in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button?
Would have been an epic fail for me. All right. 6 seconds, Gil. You have 2.
We're gonna repeat once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
1 left.
Mm. 5 seconds. Repeat.
Repeat use the last one. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And
Dakota
5.
Fanning.
And your winner,
It was a Fanning sister. though.
Merc with the movies. Gil, I am so sorry. The correct answer was Elle Fanning.
Fanning.
Elle Fanning was the correct answer. Merc, this match, I mean, it speaks for itself. This was about as close of a title match, titles contenders match as we've ever had. How are you
so
feeling?
Nervous. I was so nervous because I'm like, like all his answers were so easy. Like, but I'm like, I mean, for me personally, I was like,
Mhm.
so when you said that, I'm like, come on, like mid '80s. I mean, mid 2000s. Dakota, Elle Fanning, and the girl from Bridge of Terabithia were like the girls that were
Mhm.
constantly playing. I'm like, this is kind of easy. But he said Dakota, like I was blocking my face because I'm like, I didn't want to like kind of smile and give it away.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh yes, he got the wrong sister. But like he was a better competitor than I expected. Not that I doubted him, it just, like I know that picture round, but it was like really tight. So I'm like, shit. No, like I love it because I love a competition. So I was happy that it was a back and forth. It was really thing. I like that I hit like when you give me Ron Howard in my head, I'm like, please don't give me a Willow question or one of
Mhm.
those movies that I'm not big on. But you know that I'm excited and I'm excited to face whoever. If it's Hunter, I'm excited because remember the free for all. I mean, the free for all came down between me and him, and it was by 1 point. And then Kurt, it'll be a fun match because the trash talking is.
Oh yeah.
It'll be like with Kurt, it'll just be a fun match, and he'll have to get revenge for when we beat him in the duos match. So either one, whoever I face, I'm very happy. I'm very close to both of them, so I'm
Dave,
good.
do you have anything to add?
No, I think you covered everything. Great match. I mean,
Yes.
like Merck's, like JC said, this is a tight match, and I think that's the type of match we need, especially in a number one contenders match. So both guys came to play, but congrats to JC.
Yes. All right. Now, Gil, you, my friend, I think played one of the best matches.
Yep.
It has
Hell of a
been.
match.
It was insanely close. You had some really good polls that you didn't even think you got. So while you came up short, I can certainly say that I don't think you have much room to be sad other than missing the title shot because you clearly pitched your case as to why you are a contender for the champion, I think.
Thank you guys. Oh man, thank you guys. I don't have much else to say.
Alrighty. Well, Dave, as we've said multiple times, I mean, this was quite the match. I mean, it was tied multiple times in the first round alone, and then it really came down to the wire here at the end. I'm really glad this wasn't a blowout, and it really showed the strengths of both Merc and Gil, I think.
Title match should be quite interesting when we get to it.
Yes, I definitely think so. And as we wrap up here today, Merc with the movies will be going on to face either Hunter or Kurt in a championship match for a potential titles name. Thank you everyone for joining yet again. My name is Commissioner Jack. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, ciao.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Movie Trivia Frenzy. This is part 2 of our double bill, and the singles title is on the line. But my name is Ryan Cam, and first I got to introduce the man who makes us all go round and round, Alex Helmer. Alex, how you doing?
It's championship time, Ryan. You know, all of our matches here in League of Cinephiles is fun, but championship time, it's something different, Ryan. We have so much at stake, including a physical belt that we like to make. We're very proud of. You know,
we are very proud of that. And in the words of Eminem, let's get down to business. Let's introduce the champion, Hunter the Calculator Friesen, who has just been a steamroller in this league. And he's like, you can't stop him, no matter who you throw against him, like yourself. His challenger, Kurt Morrison, which we're going to get to in a second. This man is undefeated. He is unstoppable, and he is the puzzle that we cannot solve.
Yeah, nobody seemed to solve him, been able to solve him thus far without having to, cheat a bit, but that's a story for a different day. Yeah, Hunter, what can you say that's not already been said? He's the best of all time. He's the GOAT. He's never lost in singles or duos. One of the most clutch players in the league, always seems to get those 5-pointers. We saw it against Gall and Jacob when he was very close with Dave to possibly losing those titles for the first time. Even in that match, after missing his 2, after being down, after facing some adversity, he came up with that 5, and eventually they won that match. And you've seen that when he faced Ren for the first time, when he faced Gall and Kurt in that triple threat match. Hunter's a very clutch player. He's very calm and collected compared to Kurt, who we'll get to now, who's very much able to get to the head of his competitors. You saw it against Tyler. We saw it in a bunch of his competitors. But what about his stats impresses you?
Well, I mean, he's got a pretty impressive record in his own right. He is 5-2. He completely wiped the floor with Tyler in Toronto. Mm-hmm. And he has a bit of an edge in this match because... As I was saying, in the words of Sam Smith, he's been here before. He's actually faced Hunter in a title match, in a 3-way, and he didn't do so hot. I'm just calling it like it is.
Yeah. No.
But Kurt Morrison is a completely different Kurt Morrison than what we have seen in the past. His number one arrow in his quiver is his confidence, and I've seen it in the past, and I've seen it now. If anything's going to carry him to victory, it is his confidence.
That act around average, I think that's the category that might give Hunter a bit of trouble. Kurt, one of the better picture round players in the league, as well as that direct around, which Kurt can, surprise some people with. We saw it against Jacob Cunningham last year in the tournament, and I think Kurt is a very good also franchise-wise. What really strikes me in this match is that both these competitors are total opposites within their category taste, within their niches. Kurt, very franchise-focused, very kind of 80s, 90s action flick type of guy, whereas Hunter, that is not even close to his strengths. His strengths are festival darlings, world cinema, more of kind of the kind of film bros-esque, type of stuff, which, in my opinion, Ryan, despite, however rounds 1 and 2 go, this is all going to come down to the wheel round. If somebody gets a category they like and the other person doesn't, I think this match is over. Which might be an unpopular opinion, judging how good these competitors are, and especially because we have the speed round active and everything. But that round 3, I think it's going to determine everything.
If these two were picking a streaming service, Kurt Morrison would pick Netflix and Hunter Friesen would pick Canopy. But, like I said, opposites attract. And so I think that could cause a formula for just a fantastic title match. And I'm personally more than ready to see it.
Yeah, but before we get started, what, Ryan, can the people do at home?
They can leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. We're doing this trivia thing till the day we die or the internet breaks, whatever comes first. Probably the internet breaking, but that's a whole nother story for another time. But seriously, the League of Cinephiles, we are popping off, and we are no signs of slowing down at any point. So subscribe to the channel. Click that bell for notifications.
For sure. Now, let's get to the first competitor. First, representing the Wolfpack with a singles record of 5-2, the MJF of the LZ, Kurt Trash Talk Morrison.
Woo! Let's go, boys! Championship time! Ugh. Hunter,
The devil has arrived.
he is here, and ladies and gentlemen, Hunter's Judgment Day is upon him. It's time to put it all aside. We remember what happened last year. I embarrassed myself in the triple threat match. I'm a changed man. I'm wearing pink. Of course I'm changed. I'm different. I'm mature. I'm not, but I'm confident. And I'm confident I'm going to stomp a hole today in Hunter's ass. Let's do this.
The champ is here, so let's bring him out.
And his opponent, representing the commission with a singles record of 10-0, he is one half of the Duos Film Trivia Clash Champion and the Singles Film Trivia Clash Champion of the world, Hunter, the Calculator, Friesen.
Final boss has arrived.
Oh, I'm sorry that friends have had to become enemies. It was a great time on the announcer's desk at TIFF. I mean, and it was great to announce your match against Tyler, but, as the person who's on the other side of that, I saw all the weaknesses I knew. I already have this whole match planned out. Alex has already gone through it. I mean, you can't count me out to the very last question. If you're not up by more than 5 points at that last question, you might as well pack it in, because I'm going to get that one right. So be sweating all the way through.
Please. I am. It's funny what you guys said earlier. He is the Tom Brady of the LOC. I can't wait to play the underdog and the 2008 New York Giants as Eli's in the house, and we're going to take that belt north of the border, baby. It's coming home.
It was there at TIFF, so I should have, maybe I should have just left it there so you could at least have a taste of it. But
Ooh.
I couldn't do that. That'd be mean, actually, to make you feel like you owned it. You got to actually earn it. Not, so.
Well, we'll see if you can.
You're going to be in the celebration gritties tonight, there, Minnesota boy. All right.
There we go. I'm always down for
gritties and all. Everything is in play in this match. But what's very much in play as well is round 1. Ryan?
In round 1, there will be 8 questions for each player. They will have 15 seconds to answer the question. Competitors must write down their answers legibly and completely. There's 1 point for each correct answer, and throughout the match, each competitor has 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use throughout the duration. So if they have to use it, They must use it sparingly, and if a competitor gets a perfect round, then they will receive the honorary Helmer bonus question for a potential 9th point.
The challenger, Kurt, are you ready?
Let's do this.
And the calculator himself, Mr. Friesen, are you ready?
I'm very ready.
Then let's get ready to clash. First question, Ryan, take it away.
Question number 1. What Oscar-nominated director helmed the 2020 Disney film Artemis Fowl, based on a YA sci-fi novel from author Eowyn Colfer? This movie's crap.
Eating garbage.
I was actually going to say that it was one of my favorites of all time, but now, bit of a
Hmm.
hot take. 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's go to the champion first, Hunter.
All right. Kenneth Branagh.
And Kurt.
Sorry, here we go. Kenneth Branagh. I'm gonna turn my thing off, my resolution thing off here. Sorry,
You're
fellas.
good. You're good. It was correct answer on both fronts. Kenneth Branagh, 1-1. What singer stars in the 1982 comedy musical Best Little Whorehouse in Texas as Miss Mona, owner of the local brothel?
This title is amazing. How were they allowed to get away with this?
Back in the day. And then Kurt, can we see hands as well?
Sorry, guys. I apologize.
3, 2, 1. Let's go to Kurt
Dolly Parton.
and Hunter.
Well, I had a guess. I didn't know. So Aretha Franklin, or if you want to count Kenneth Branagh, I guess. But no, I had Aretha Franklin.
Kenneth Branagh / Aretha Franklin is incorrect,
Yeah.
which means Kurt
No,
takes the lead, 2-1.
no.
No perfect rounds for Hunter. Ryan?
Thank you.
Question number 3. The 1980s film Stand and Deliver focuses on a group of East LA kids who are studying what subject for their AP exams. This is also the name of an NXT TakeOver show.
Another WWE reference that some of you out there might get, some of you might not.
Again, just doing it for me.
3, 2, 1.
Hunter, go ahead. Pens down, Hunter, pens down.
Son of a bitch.
Go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
here.
Oh, Hunter, you can go ahead.
Mystery.
Yeah.
Kurt
We on a delay or something? I think this is weird. I think we're on a delay.
and English. Unfortunately, you both are incorrect. We were looking for math. Math.
No perfect rounds.
Okay. I think we were on a
Fourth
delay
question.
there because that was weird.
4th question.
Oh well.
In what sword and sandal film will you see Sir Laurence Olivier play the role of Zeus, King of the Gods?
There's a lot of people in this movie, including Maggie Smith.
Oh, a bit of a clue there for the competitors.
Oh, that
Ryan?
did it. I got it now. It's over.
3, 2, 1. Let's go to the champion first.
Okay. Clash of the Titans.
Kurt. Clash of the Titans. They both have the same answer, and they both got the correct one, too. Kurt still maintains his lead, although only by 1 point. 3-2. Ryan?
All right, question number 5. What dramedy was the most recent film to win both the Best Actor and Best Actress Academy Award?
Hunter, more of the Oscar guy compared to Kurt. Let's see if we can get this one.
He is deep in thought.
I think he might have oh no, he didn't fry. For 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Hunter.
Okay. As Good as It Gets.
Ah, shit. And Kurt.
As good as it gets.
They both got it right again, both in unison.
All right, all right.
In what Gary Oldman film will you hear him seducing a woman with the line, "I have crossed oceans of time to find you"? What a line. This is my pickup line on Tinder, Ryan.
It was the line I used to on last.
3, 2, 1. Kurt
Dracula.
and Hunter.
We're matching each other. Yep, Dracula.
I believe we can take those answers. We were looking for Bram Stoker's Dracula. So after further deliberation, we cannot accept either answer because the movie is called Bram Stoker's Dracula, not Dracula specifically. So we cannot award both competitors the point. But Ryan, let's get to the next question.
Very good. Question number 7. In the American dub of Studio Ghibli's Ponyo, what action star plays the role of Fujimoto, Ponyo's father?
Studio Ghibli.
Would not have pegged this actor to be in here, but there you go.
Ryan, with another subtle clue at what the answer might be.
I don't know.
3, 2, 1.
And Hunter?
I don't know. I know Matt Damon's in the movie. I really don't think so, but I gotta go with something.
And Kurt? Unfortunately, you both are incorrect. We were looking for Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
He
Oh
has
well.
a particular set of skills.
Yeah.
Which does not include movie films for you guys.
Yeah, you know.
Dubbing.
8th question in the round. What composer scored 5 James Bond films as well as Roland Emmerich's Godzilla and Independence Day?
Y'all remember Moonfall? Pepperidge Farm remembers Moonfall. I'm sorry, Hunter.
3, 2, 1. That's time. Hunter, pens down. Let's go to Hunter first.
James Horner.
And Kurt.
James Horner.
Oh, they both got it right. They're in unison.
Woo!
But they're not right. We were looking for David Arnold.
You
David
thought
Casino Royale. I should have known that.
So
Better than that.
Ryan, it's a close match, kind of low scoring, 4-3 ball game, but we're into round 2 now. What do we have planned here?
this is the picture round. In this round, each player must identify the name of the actor from the picture provided. There will be 3 pictures for each player, and each picture will be worth 1, 2, and 3 points, respectively.
All right. So, Kurt, you're in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer to Hunter?
Well, let's go first.
All right. So, your 1-point actor.
God, I can't believe I'm fucking blanking on any. Rachel Wood. Rachel Wood.
Sorry, what's the final answer?
Rachel Wood.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Evan Rachel Wood.
Fuck!
He misses his 1-pointer. Big game changer, Ryan. We're going to get to Hunter now to
Accurate.
potentially tie the game.
That could be a crucial
I
miss
like
right there.
I like a point. They're coming at a premium right now, I guess. Fuck.
The worst one is I know her.
Oh, we should have traded then.
I know.
I
Three,
don't know. Camilla
2.
Cabello. I don't know. I have no idea.
We were looking for Naomi Scott from Aladdin.
Yeah, okay.
And Charlie's Angels remake.
Kimberly.
Yeah, 2 movies I've seen, definitely.
Kurt now for 2 points.
Okay. We definitely should have traded. God damn it.
Bruce Greenwood.
God damn it.
For 2 points, Kurt, 3-point lead. Back to Hunter now. If he doesn't get this right, Ryan, he's going to be facing a 3-point deficit. But let's see.
I'm already facing a 3-point deficit. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Ooh, okay. All right. Softballs here. Zachary Quinto. Thank you.
For 2 points,
All right.
we won't be facing that 3-point deficit.
Well, it's back to 1. It's back to 1.
It's back to 1. Kurt now for the big 3-point pictures. Here we go.
Oh, I can even picture exactly what movie he's in. Very raspy voice. Gay Rob Reiner.
I'll give him half. I'll give him half.
I would love to give him like 5,000 points for
Half
that.
credit.
But that is incorrect. We were looking for Harvey Firestein
Oh.
from.
He just wrote a book.
Yes, he was in Mulan. Obviously, that's voice performance, but we were also he could have said Mrs. Doubtfire, one of my favorite movies of all time. All right, now this is Hunter's 3-point picture where all the points are. Where you could turn a game upside down. Here we go.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, don't worry, Kurt. I don't know it. I have no idea.
Oh man.
Debbie Reynolds. It's a
Three,
good photo of her.
two,
I don't know. Debbie
one.
Reynolds.
You're looking for Annie Potts,
Danny Potts, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters alum.
You could have just shown
Well,
like the Bo from Toy Story. I could have got that. I would have got that then.
Sheldon Cooper's grandma and young Sheldon.
So Ryan, that round we basically could have skipped it. You know, it's still the same
could've.
score, 1 point lead for Kurt,
I would've
6-5.
felt better.
What do we have next?
This is round 3, and this is the wheel round. Each competitor will receive 4 questions that are worth 2 points. They will correlate to a specific category that will be assigned to them via the Wheel of Truth. If a competitor does not like their first spin, they can spin again. However, they must stick to the category that is spun on that second spin. Multiple choices on the table. However, the answer will be downgraded to just a single point in value. If a competitor guesses incorrectly, stealing is also on the table. When stealing, a competitor cannot go to multiple choice unless multiple choice has already been activated. Pixar, Steven Spielberg, Adam Sandler, Batman, Festival Darlings, wrestlers in film, not westerns in film, world cinema, biopics, Christmas movies, Harry Potter, horror, release dates, Nicole Kidman, and Oscars.
So Kurt, you are leading in the match. What would you like to do?
I'll let Hunter spin first, please.
He will
Give me more
defer to
opportunities.
Hunter.
I mean, more opportunities for crap, I guess, as well. Da-da-da.
It's looking like Steven
Stop
Spielberg.
you.
Oh,
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
I'll take it. I might have picked
He
it.
will
Who
take
knows?
it. He just
I
released
don't
the best movie of the year called The Fablemans, which I think everybody here would agree on, especially Kurt.
Yeah.
All right. Kurt's giving me that stare. I'm his teammate, so I don't want to obliterate relationship. Kurt, your spin. Spielberg has been taken off the wheel.
We'll find Alex on waivers tomorrow.
Very true. Very true.
It's looking like biopics.
Should take it. Should take it.
My 4 pick. We had 4 picks, right, Alex?
4 picks.
No.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
Batman, I had release dates, I had wrestlers, and I had horror. I got a good chance to land on one of those. I'm gonna spin again.
He will spin again.
I will admit
A
that
game-changing decision there, Ryan. Let's see what he lands
Big
on.
risk.
Like I said, the wheel round could be where everything changes.
Exactly.
Hey, we'll do it together. We'll pair up.
Hey, buddy, it's just like our commentating, right?
It's like a speed round here. Whoever gets it first gets the point. That's what it's for you.
Looks like it is moving towards world cinema.
Come on, don't go.
That is a game changer there.
Ooh.
All right, good.
That could be the game right there.
World is
Luckily,
the good W word,
it's a
not
5-round
wrestling.
match. Kurt, a devastating wheel spin there. Might be if Kurt comes out of this, Ryan, alive. Well, this is gonna be something. This will really show us who Kurt Trash Talk Morrison is. Hunter, your first question. What country is Frank Abagnale eventually arrested in for his crimes in 2002's Catch Me If You Can?
Pretty sure it's France.
For 2 points.
I did say France.
What actress portrays Richard Dreyfuss' wife in the sci-fi classic Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Just fucking softballs. Oh.
You're gonna have to give me multiple.
I assume that's multiple choice.
Yeah.
You good, Hunter?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did say multiple
It
choice.
should be. It's so weird though.
Is it A, Meryl Streep, B, Terry Garr, C, Sissy Spacek, or D, Diane Lane?
B, Terry Garr.
For 1 point, 8-6.
Okay. I knew it wasn't the other 3. So at least that's
Next
good.
question. AI artificial intelligence tells the story of David, who is inspired by what children's fairy tale?
Kyo.
That is correct for 2 points.
I only heard him say Kyo, so I'm gonna check.
All right, so that is correct. Now, your fourth and final question in the category of Steven Spielberg. What does Salah say in Raiders of the Lost Ark when he discovers the dead monkey?
What it's bad dates. Those seats that.
That is correct for 2 points. 12-6. All right, guys. We had a brief internet problem with Hunter. As you can see, he's now gone for a different aspect ratio. But
Hey.
still, the match goes on. He got the answer right. It was bad dates. 12-6 to Hunter. However, we're going to be going over to Kurt's category of world cinema.
Kurt, these are your questions in the realm of world cinema.
Let's go.
Question
As
number
it's-
1.
It's not that I don't watch world cinema.
Mm.
I'm not a fan of world cinema.
I just love it so much. I'm in this aspect ratio.
Yeah.
I had to get in the mindset.
All right, Ryan, take it away.
Question number 1. The 2007 French animated film Persepolis, nominated for Best Animated Feature Oscar, tells the story of a young girl who was raised during the revolution of what Middle Eastern country?
Let's go with multiple choice. Okay,
Multiple choice, very good.
Sure.
Your options are A, Iraq, B, Iran, C, Saudi Arabia, D, Jordan.
I'm so sorry. I was confused by the question there. Sorry, was it during the revolution of what country here? I'm very
Yes.
confused. I thought it was during an event.
Do you want to repeat the question, and then we can give you the question again for this one?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm very
All
confused.
right,
by the
Hill.
question.
Okay,
Sorry about
all right.
that.
So that's going to be one of your
I was-
repeats.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So the question: 2007 French animated film Persepolis, nominated for the best
the
animated feature
sorry.
Oscar. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was
Story of a young
placed
girl
during
in what
revolution.
country. All right.
Okay, all right.
And then hands as well, Kurt.
And your options are A, Iraq, B, Iran, C, Saudi Arabia, or D, Jordan.
I'll go B. Iran.
And that is correct for 1 point. Very good indeed.
Our girls.
I sat here the whole time knowing it.
Question number 2, Kurt.
Bad dates.
In Pan's Labyrinth, what part of his body were the pale man's eyes located?
The palms of his hands.
That's for 2 points, and that is correct.
12-9, 3-point game. Kurt climbing back, trying to get back in the lead like he was in rounds 2 and 1.
Question number 3, Kurt. In Rumble in the Bronx, Jackie Chan plays a cop visiting the Bronx to attend the wedding of what family member?
Oh, Christ. I haven't seen this since 1996. We'll go multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Very good. Your options are A, sister, B, mother, C, cousin, or D, uncle.
We'll go A, sister.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. Hunter for the steal.
Logically, I'm just gonna have to say C, cousin.
Unfortunately, that is also incorrect.
What?
Uncle?
We were looking for uncle.
Uncle. They're too old to be getting married. Your cousin, all your cousins are getting married. That's the, whatever.
Jackie.
Well, Kurt, this is your 4th and final question in the realm of world cinema. In what Alfonso Cuarón film will you find 2 teenagers on a road trip with an older woman?
Oh. Got it on the tip of my tongue here. Is the timer going, fellas? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna butcher this. Amos Perros.
That is incorrect. Hunter for the steal.
E2 Mama. Oh,
That is correct. For B2.
I knew that. Shit.
That is a big steal, Ryan. 2-point steal. We didn't see Kurt go to multiple choice. If he did, he could have gotten the points perhaps. But
Yeah.
at the end of the round, it's a 5-point lead, a 6-point swing from Kurt being 1 point up to now 5 points down. Like I said, Ryan, that world cinema spin really might have been, the nail in the coffin. But it's a championship match. So we have, of course, the championship exclusive round, the speed round. Both competitors will get 60 seconds to answer as many questions as they can. Competitors will have, like I said, 60 seconds to answer as many as they can. If they get their question right, they gain a point. If they get it wrong, they lose a point, and they can pass. If they pass, then no points or gained or lost. However, that question will come at come back up at the end of questioning if they have enough time to answer it. There will be 15 questions, and once the time is up, no answers can be submitted. And when one competitor answers, the other will be removed from the stream, so both will answer questions from the same set. So, Hunter, you're leading. Would you like to go first or defer?
I'll go first. We're doing well right now.
The timer will begin after I'm done reading the first question.
Okay.
All right. What actor won the Best Actor Oscar for playing the titular lead in 1959's Ben-Hur?
Charlton Heston.
In what 1976 horror thriller where you hear the quote, "It's all for you, Damien, it's all for you"?
Omen.
Corey Feldman provide the voice of which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in the first and third films?
Pass. Forever pass.
The second outing for Daniel Craig as James Bond was in what year?
2008.
Who portrayed the role of Captain Hook and Mr. Darling in 2003's Peter Pan?
Pass.
What superhero does the titular Iron Giant model himself after in The Iron Giant?
Superman.
What 1983 musical drama marked Barbra Streisand's directorial debut?
Yentl.
How many theatrical release films are there in the National Lampoon's Vacation series?
There's a lot to count. Pass. There's a lot.
Released in 1995, what comedy marked the film debut of Paul Rudd?
5, 4,
What
3,
was the subtitle of the fifth film in the Pirates of the
2,
Caribbean franchise?
Dead
1.
Men Tell No Tales.
What actor won the Best Actor Oscar for playing the titular lead in 1959's Ben-Hur?
Charlton Heston.
In what 1976 horror thriller will you hear the quote, "It's all for you, Damien, it's all for you"?
The Omen.
Corey Feldman provided the voice of which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in the first and third films?
Donatello.
The second outing for Daniel Craig as James Bond was in what year?
2008.
Who portrayed the dual role of Captain Hook and Mr. Darling in 2003's Peter Pan?
Pass.
What superhero does the titular Iron Giant model himself after in The Iron Giant?
Superman.
What 1983 musical drama marked Barbra Streisand's directorial debut?
Pass.
How many theatrical release films are there in the National Lampoon's Vacation series?
4.
Released in 1995, what comedy marked the film debut of Paul Rudd?
Clueless.
What was the subtitle of the fifth film in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise?
5,
On Stranger Tides.
4,
Yentl is the other
3,
name.
What actor
2,
portrays
1.
Scarlett O'Hara in the 1939? All right, yeah, that's it. All right, so the answer is the speed round. First question, what actor won an Oscar for playing Ben-Hur? Charlton Heston. What 1976 horror thriller where you hear the quote, "It's all for you, Damien, it's all for you"? The Omen. Corey Feldman provided the voice of which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Donatello. The second outing for Daniel Craig as James Bond, released in what year? 2008. Dual role of Captain Hook and Mr. Darling, 2003's Peter Pan. Jason Isaacs. What superhero does the titular Iron Giant model himself after? Superman. What 1983 musical marked Barbra Streisand's directorial debut? Yentl. How many theatrical release films are there in the National Lampoon's Vacation series? 4. Released in 1995, what comedy marked the film debut of Paul Rudd? Clueless. What was the subtitle for the fifth film in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise? Dead Men Tell No Tales. The end of the round, the score is 20-15 to Hunter as we go into the final round of this championship match, where we will see who the winner is.
All right, and this is the Eastwood round. Competitors will choose 3 numbers, which will all be correlated to 3 directors. The questions will be worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. And whoever has the most points at the end of the round will be the winner and the champion.
Kurt, you are not winning right now. Choose 3 numbers between 1 and 16.
So gently put, Alex. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is the nicest way to do it.
That is not the answer we were looking for. I'm going to go with 159.
159.
Hunter.
4, 7, 14.
All right, so the numbers have been inputted. So, Kurt, you said number 1, which correlates to
James Wan.
Tim Burton. It cannot be about Wednesday. That's a TV show, not in our realm of expertise. You have 2 repeats remaining. To cut the lead down to 3. Name one of the 2 Tim Burton films to feature a performance from Paul Rubens.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
For 2 points. 20-17. So the next number he chose was number 5, which correlates to Michael Bay.
Mm,
He's liking it.
This is my franchise.
To tie the game
Yeah.
and force
All right.
Hunter to answer some questions.
I'd like to.
In 2007's Transformers, the Allspark and Megatron were being secretly held between what southwestern U.S. location?
We're being secretly held beneath what
Yes.
southwestern U.S. location? The Allspark and Megatron are being secretly. There's no
3, 2,
Pete.
1. Repeat.
There's no multiple choice. Correct. Sorry.
No.
I'm repeating for all you
No.
guys.
He's got one left.
I got to go with Area 51. Haven't seen it since it came out, but I'm going to go Area 51.
That is incorrect. We were looking for the Hoover Dam.
Um,
So that's a vital miss there, Ryan. That means he has to hit his 5 in order to force it back to Hunter, or else Hunter will retain his title. He said number 9, which correlates to Nora Ephron.
you got it. Easy. Easy.
Well, you know what?
There's not a ton of movies to pick from, so at least
Coming off, boys.
it's concentrated.
The guns are coming out. So let's go.
Mhm.
You've Got Mail was based off of what 1940s Jimmy Stewart film?
I am going to say that it has been an absolute pleasure playing against Hunter. I have nothing. Bravo, my friend. Another win in the books.
3, 2, 1. And your winner, and still the film trivia clash champion of the world,
There we go.
Hunter, the calculator, Friesen. We were looking for the shop around the corner.
Wow.
So, Hunter, weird match there. You're not often, we're so used to seeing you come back from behind. You're in the lead for most of this. What was it like for that? Were you comfortable in the later rounds here?
Well, all right, I'm not comfortable because of the internet problem, which I thoroughly apologize for. To viewers, to you guys, and everything, that was not, a fun way to do the match. But yeah, I like you did say it. The wheel round really did come in handy. The Steven Spielberg there, and you had World Cinema and wrestlers right next to each other. So I was like, oh god, I'm gonna. It's one of those W words, and one of them's good, one of them's bad. So I got it there. To hand it to Kurt. Based on his personality, when he was congratulating me there, I thought he knew the answer. I thought it was a whole ploy just to mess with me. I thought he knew it.
Is there a particular player you would be interested to face in duos or singles that you've seen on the landscape?
And the new player you talked about at the beginning of the match, who has the contract against me, I'm always excited to play a new person.
He was here. He could cash in at any time, Hunter. He could be here
Okay.
right now. He could show up to your house in Minnesota. He could show up anywhere.
Okay, he could serve me.
That was a good match. Yeah. Too bad all the questions were so freaking easy. I mean, I can't believe you didn't get a perfect game. Hi. Did you forget about me? Are you enjoying that little title that you got there? Is it precious? Did you forget I got this little thing? This little thing that I can use whenever I want, like about now, and you and me have to go for 8 questions. Well, let's open it, huh? Or maybe you can live a little longer under the illusion that you actually are a champion of something. Yeah, I like that. You hold on to that. I'll hold on to this. Don't forget about me. Happy New Year. And remember, true fear comes from within.
And
Okay.
Mr. Montenegro, the Money in the Bank holder, Hunter, you haven't met Nazario, but he's Mr. Money in the Bank. And it looks like he won't cash in now. But Ryan was just talking about who would you like to face next. Mr. Montenegro, it looks like he's really he's on your heels here. He could face you at any time.
Yeah, no, that video really does inspire me to look forward to that match. I won't lie, that was startlingly freaky from what I'm used to from more people, more playful. This guy's straight into my soul there. He was looking there, so I'm looking
Any
forward to
words
whenever
to Mr. Montenegro? Any words to him?
I mean, right now the contract is like the most worthy thing he has because I mean, once you cash it in, it's worth nothing because you don't get anything out of it. You're gonna play me and then you go back, So you might as well hold on to it as long as you want because then you can at least think about it like, oh, I could beat him, I could do it, But and then once you actually cash in, reality sets in and then that's over. So I like he puts on a show, but the real show is whoever comes out on top, and that's usually. I mean, not usually.
The man just has complete control of StreamYard. It is a
Quit doing that.
It's a pain. Kurt, we called it in pregame. The wheel, the wheel can be unjust, a very unjust device. Yeah. And what was it for you? Was that Y2 Mamba question where it kind of got you, and that was a 3-point swing? If you went to multiple choice and you got it right, was it before then? Would you stick with biopics? Because we've seen I've gotten World Cinema and Faced Hunter. A lot of people have gotten World Cinema. Your overall thoughts?
Yeah, turning point. It definitely felt like a turning point. You know what the crappy part is I saw the poster. I had everything in my mind, and I knew. I don't know why. I just blanked, and I should have gone to multiple choice because as soon as I saw that, I would have called it out, and that would have been a little bit of a swing in my direction there. Shitty part is after we had gone 1 or 2 questions past the Barbra Streisand when I yelled Yentl. I knew it was. I caught it afterwards, and I was like, I knew it was Yentl. Shit on my part. But yeah, gentlemen, it's been a fun match. Hunter, there's a reason why he is the best at this, and that is an 11-0 record, ladies and gentlemen. That is nothing to gawk at. That's it's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So I look forward to whoever he's going to play next, and I will silently wait in the shadows and hopefully climb my way back up to a championship match. So we
for sure. See. And we'll see you in the singles tournament and the next venture for Kurt Trash Talk Morrison. Any words specifically? We saw Nazario, we saw your first kind of interaction with him here. Any other competitors you want to say anything to?
To quote the immortal Conor McGregor, who the fuck was that guy? I whatever, sure. If he wants to keep jumping out and scaring the shit out of everybody in the stream, that's cool. I'll beat him too.
Ryan, match is over. We got a tease of the cash in from Mr. Montenegro, who was the wild card in this match. Obviously, we had 2 competitors here, but Nazario, he has the contract. He could turn a championship win into a potential loss with that contract. But at the end of the day, Hunter beat Kurt, and we called it. It was World Cinema. It was the wheel. Anything Kurt could have done other than that you think could have kind of gotten him back in the game, or do you think it was just basically that round?
Like we said in pregame, it was that the World Cinema was the killer, and really, it was up to Kurt in that moment. It was a 50-50 shot. He was either going to get a category he really loved, horror, wrestlers, and film, something like that, or he was going to get something that was going to send him over the edge. And unfortunately, he got the thing that sent him over the edge, and it just never recovered. And it's one of those things that you think this is movie trivia, and it is, but there's also a ton of strategy, and the strategy is so underrated in this league.
Speed round, he didn't have to do extremely well. He just had to maintain that lead against Kurt, which he did. So congrats to Hunter.
Yeah. And still 11-0 is the champion, Hunter the Calculator Friesen. But we hope you all enjoyed the match. It was a phenomenal championship match. And like we said in the beginning, if you liked this and you want to see more like it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, click that bell to allow notifications. We're doing this forever and ever and ever, and we're not going to stop. And 2022 was great, but 2023 is going to be even better. So stay tuned and sit tight. Good night, y'all.